Meanwhile, a House Investigative Committee was set to hear testimony on Thursday from the Health Department's chief financial officer, but that hearing was abruptly canceled Thursday morning. Earlier, I spoke with Oklahoma Watch investigative reporter Paul Monies about the latest developments. Paul, thanks for joining us. Now, take us through what happened on Thursday. The House committee decided to cancel its hearing. What happened?
Yeah, this actually started out on Tuesday. The Special Investigative Committee sent a subpoena to the current Chief Financial Officer at the Health Department, Mike Romero, asking him to come and appear before the committee Thursday morning. Now, everything was it seemed like from the outside ready to go, although we all got notice early Thursday morning that the meeting had been canceled. Later in the day, it had turned out that we had found out that the Health Department had gone to court to basically delay the subpoena of Mr. Romero because they didn't have enough time to bring the documents that he was asked in the subpoena. And it was a little bit back and forth from the committee chairman, Representative Cockcroft, and the current interim commissioner at the Health Department, Preston Dorflinger, about who was responsible for not notifying people. But at the end of the day, it was kind of a little back and forth. But the committee said it's going to reschedule and hear him at a later date.
Meanwhile, other investigations into the Health Department are continuing. Tell us what's going on there.
That's right, yeah. The state's multi-county grand jury met in November and considered some parts of this for possible criminal charges, although we're really kind of unclear in the details on that at this point. They're scheduled to meet again the middle of this month and probably take this up again. It's unclear, obviously, still at this point what will come out of that, but they expect to bring some more witnesses and kind of see what the grand jurors want to do with this. And since that time, they've also announced that the FBI is looking into this as well, and the Department of the Federal Health Department Inspector General is also looking at some of the issues to do with some of the federal money that was moved around during this mismanagement.
Now, back to the plan that was released by the Health Department on Monday, it appears that the cuts will go beyond what the legislature had demanded. Does this mean, what does all this mean for the future of the health care in Oklahoma?
Yeah, the corrective action plan that came out on Monday actually was kind of a condition of their $30 million supplemental appropriation that the legislature gave them in December. That also included cuts of at least 15% in their next fiscal year budget for fiscal year 19. The plan that was released on Monday kind of went into some detail. A lot of that came already from previously announced reduction in force of about 10% of the agency's workforce. There's about 200 people that will lose their jobs. Most of them in March. There was a select few of a couple dozen that were already let go back in December. That's most of the savings that come out of that, but they also went down and looked at some contracts that they'd already canceled and get savings from that, as well as some process savings on mailing out stuff to county health departments. And then getting rid of some of their temporary employees as well. So it went a little bit beyond. In fact, the savings for this current fiscal year were about $14 million almost, and then for next fiscal year about $18 million almost. The health department itself provides a lot of different kind of services, inspections of restaurants and tattoo parlors. They do immunizations. They do a lot of kind of things all across the board.
Paul Monies, thanks for joining us from Oklahoma Watch.
Thank you.